Hope everyone has had a good day today, and hopefully we're going to have a good night tonight. Pull some fire out of here. We are opening up a master case. Excuse me. Allergies and asthma have been rough the last week or so, so I apologize in advance for throat clearing, humming, hawing, coughing, etc. But we are opening up tonight a master case of absolute football. And there is an unpaid team. I know that shocks you, that we would actually have someone bid and not pay. I'm being facetious, of course. That happens all the time. So, yeah, we've got the Green Bay Packers available tonight if somebody wants to pick it up. Meanwhile, let's take a look at our information that we need to go over here before we get started. So feedback, 100% automated, guys and gals. That is so you do not ever have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get positive feedback in return through the wonders of automation. And of course, the second thing there is just to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting with me, keeping me company, and so on. And we are next going to look at what is coming up here in the days ahead. So tomorrow night is the first Wednesday that we have had in a long, long time where there are no new releases. However, we're going to stick with our 8:30 start time, which is what we normally, or what we have been doing on New Release Wednesday for a few months now. So we'll stick with that even though we don't have new product coming out. We're going to open a half case of Gold Standard football and an 8-box case of Topps Chrome Jumbo baseball. On Thursday, we will open a case of Optic baseball. On Friday, there are some new releases coming out, and it looks like an 8:30 Eastern start time there too, which is 5:30 Pacific. We'll open a case of Spectra, which is our new release for that day, and then we're also going to open a half case of Archives baseball, which is the back half of a case that we started a bit, a week or so ago. Saturday night will be an off night, but we will break on Sunday. And once again, it'll be 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. We're going to open a case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. And this is Series 2, so it's a different checklist. Maybe not in its entirety, but there are apparently new and different signers in this than we had in Series 1, and some duplication as well. But anyway, we'll open a full case of that. It looks like I left off a few little important details there, didn't I? I think it's number 14, and I think this is number 4. We will also break on Sunday Absolute Football again, but this time it's 2 inner cases, 2 6-box cases, but they don't come from a sealed master case, the one on Sunday. The one we're opening tonight, those 2 inner cases do come from a sealed master case. Some people care about that, some people don't, so there you go. It says it in the listing too, FYI. So the rest of the stuff, here's what you need to know. Our paid shipping break tonight, just the one break, of course, that's our Absolute Football Master Case break. I am expecting this stuff to be out the door on the way to you approximately Saturday. If I can get it sent out sooner, I will gladly do so. And if something extremely unexpected happens, it could always slide to Monday. But as it stands right now, I think it will be Saturday. Everybody, I believe, should pull cards in here, so I'm not expecting that we're going to have any issues there. Now, let's go back over here and deal with this unpaid team and see if we can find a home for it. Hi, Thomas. He's asking about how much is Green Bay. So, guys, Green Bay is sitting here unpaid. Imagine that. Someone who bids and doesn't pay. What a shock. And the last bid amount looks like $44 and some change. So, you know what, guys? Make me an offer on the Packers. I want to get the break rolling the same as everybody else does. So let's find a home for the Packers and move on down the road. Meanwhile, let me get the spreadsheet updated here to reflect that those are unpaid. And as soon as we can find them a new home, we will, be ready to break and get rolling tonight. I was hoping this is going to be an easy night. There's lots of time, more time than usual from the end to getting paid. And I thought, this would be an easy one tonight. But no, we get somebody with one feedback who doesn't pay. Meek Mill, it is Absolute. We're breaking a master case of Absolute football. Let's see. Right now we have got Thomas has got the high bid there at 35. Does anybody else want to jump in there? If not, Thomas holds the high bid at the moment. Looks like Jason. All right, Jason came back with 36. So the bid right now then sets with Jason at 36 at the moment. If anybody else wants to jump in, you just jump into chat. I don't check eBay messages. Sometimes I find after the break that people have sent me a message through eBay telling me, giving me a dollar amount or something. But guys, I don't have easy access to that while I'm doing the break. So YouTube chat is always the place to do that. Well, hi, Cody. Cody's jumped in here at the last minute. Cody's offering 37. Jeff, thank you. You offered $33.50, but it looks like right now we're setting at 37 with Cody as our high bid at the moment on our unpaid Green Bay Packers. So I think we're, unless somebody else wants to jump in here, I'll wait another minute or two here, and if not, then we'll close it out. Jason's in at 38. All right, so I know there's a little delay from the time that I'm talking until the time chat comes in. I like that. Jeff's going backwards. He offered $33.50. Jason offered 38. So then Jeff offered 32. Thank you, Jeff. I do appreciate you, man. And I feel your pain. I feel that way sometimes too. But right now it looks like we're setting with Jason at 38. So it is going once, going twice, and about to be gone here. If nobody else is jumping in, we are sending it off to Jason at $38. Jason, Green Bay Packers are going to be all yours. I just typed in there for you my PayPal email address. And of course, most of you know I don't check that email for correspondence, okay? So you never want to just send me correspondence there. That's like a dinosaur email that I just keep because it's tied to stuff that I'm too lazy to go in and change all that auto pay stuff and whatnot. All right, so Jason, if you will, sir, give me the high five when you are all set to go. I am meanwhile canceling it out here on eBay. I'm going to update the spreadsheet to reflect the fact that you have picked that up, and we're going to be just about ready to go. All right, that's all the stuff I need to do on my side, I believe. So let's flip on back over to here. So this is a 12-box master case of Absolute Football, which means we've got two inner cases, 6 boxes in each inner case. And of course, it ended tonight on eBay, the same night we're breaking, which is Tuesday night, the 10th of September. Team names are on one side, winning bidders across from, and of course the Packers, as we know, there went second chance to Jason. And thank you, Jason, for picking them up, and thank you also, Andrew and Thomas and Jeff, for your willingness to jump in there as well. Always appreciate you all picking up what these people don't pay for on eBay, which I've never understood. Why would you bid on it if you don't want to pay for it? Why do people do that? I don't know. Seems like they just do it to cause trouble. I'm sure that's not why, but it really seems like it, doesn't it? All right, there we go. Last little bit of info. You saw the background go out of focus right now, and don't worry about that. That is me, not you. I am doing that on purpose. It's intentional, and that's just really because I like to look at the cards up pretty closely, and by throwing the background out like that, it lets us look at things much more closely than we could otherwise. All right, let me get this big bad boy busted open here, and we're gonna get to work on these. We're just gonna do them one inner at a time. So we'll do that inner case that I just set out, then we'll do the other one that I'm setting down here next to me after we look through the first one, and that way I don't have to have so much crap sitting on the table at once. Not crap, but you know what I mean. It doesn't take up so much space, is what I'm trying to tell you. So we'll do them kind of like that. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you, man. I see you noted over there that you're all squared on PayPal. Thank you, thank you. Always appreciate it. Okay, so if you haven't opened Absolute before, there's a few things you need to know about it. The first one is it has 3 autograph cards and 2 memorabilia cards per master box on average. The on average means sometimes they don't give us a hit. Thankfully, that is rare. Other times they replace a hit with a points card, and that is unfortunately less rare. That happens more often. So that's why that always says on average. They're doing a little CYA. The other thing, you can see that each one of these master boxes has 3 mini boxes inside of it. Inside of each one of the mini boxes, we have ourselves 1 pack of cards. So the way I prefer to do these is to take all of the packs out, get all the packaging just out of the way, off the table, and then once we start looking into our packs, we can just go like the wind. And then while I'm taking it all out, then you have time to, watch the game, go get a snack, walk the dog, whatever the case may be, without missing anything. So it always takes us 4 or 5 minutes to get everything out of the packaging for an inner case of this. But we're getting there eventually. I'm like embarrassed to even see Big Ben on the front of that box. After that game, I mean, my God. I have a cat who's about 15 pounds, and he's built like a linebacker. Like, he's just solid. He's thick everywhere. He doesn't have any little hanging belly or anything. He's just a big old cat. And I think that you could have put a helmet on our cat, and it probably would have played as well as the Pittsburgh Steelers did on their own on Sunday night. Yeah, that's pretty bad when my linebacker cat could outplay the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not even sure they would have beat a high school team. They were terrible. Terrible, terrible. But anyway, what are you going to do? And then, of course, we traded off Josh Dobbs the next day after Nick Foles went down. So we traded Dobbs off for a 5th-round pick. Of course, we used a 4th-round pick to get him a couple years ago. And what did he play in, 1 game or something? And then we traded him off and brought somebody back to the practice squad, but I can't think who. The other QB they didn't put on the 53-man roster. They put him on the practice squad. Daniel says the cats can't hold on to a football. Well, you know what? Neither could the Steelers. So there you go. Hence the fact that I still say my cat could have played better if you put a helmet on him. He would have, he might have done good at some blocking. He's pretty fast, even though he's, heavy. He's kind of fast. He might have gotten down the field, put a little of that sticky stuff on his fur. Maybe he, grabs it on his back and runs to the end zone. Who knows? Or maybe he could have just done some blocking. I don't know. All I know is that game was a disaster. Terrible stuff. But I guess they'll shake it out and get over it and hopefully not play that poorly all season, one would hope. Daniel says he bets it would run out of bounds a lot. Well, it might run out of bounds a lot. And you never know about that. It might indeed run out of bounds a lot. All right, kids. So first inner here is about underway. And I think we're good. Did I put, I think I did, didn't I? I put up this spreadsheet a while ago. If I didn't, I'll put it up again, but reflecting where, Jason, where you picked up that team. I think I showed it, but if I didn't, just a reminder that Jason, of course, picked up the unpaid Packers in this break. And everybody else, thank you all for getting your payments in on time. So let's see what we got. Time to rock and roll through here. So the base cards in here, while they are hollow foil, they are not numbered, all of them. Some of them are, and if the ones that are numbered, I'll point them out. Some of them kind of have little imperfect edges and corners as well, but that, I think we've all become accustomed to knowing that that's going to happen here and there. Sam Darnold and the Jets, our first hit. That is a relic to 199. And then we have Dylan Mitchell out for the Vikings as our first autograph. That is numbered to 100. And we're going to find several things in here numbered to 100, both signed and unsigned. And we'll find a few that are lower, like this one, to 75 for Larry Fitzgerald and the Arizona Cardinals. And this little advertising dealio there. And there is my big linebacker cat. As a matter of fact, he just wandered by me here. All 15 pounds of him. This is numbered to 50. It is in the wrong sleeve, but we'll fix that later. NFL Icons, Roger Staubach. And then the higher numbered ones, like that's to 199. We're not going to read all those off the whole way through. The blue are generally going to be to 50. And this is another one for the Texans. That's J.J. Watt. But most of the ones that are higher numbered, you're going to see the number, of course, as it goes by, but I'm not necessarily going to read them all off. And our first pairing of relic and autograph heads to the Ravens. That is to 249 with Miles Boykin. All right, what do we have next? A red zone that is numbered to 100. Deandre Hopkins, who had a good game. It's the Texans. Big Ben Roethlisberger Canton collection. Not so much if we keep playing like we did Sunday to 199. We have a points card. Means one of our hits did get replaced with points. Apparently I have mixed up a bunch of my sleeves. That will be given out using random.org at the end of the break. And here is numbered to 25, a little Sam Darnold and the Jets, and an advertising card. We already looked at that base card, I think, but I left it laying there, so then I wasn't 100% sure. Got a duel coming up here for the Lions. Although their game maybe wasn't great, their tight end looks good. TJ Hawkinson, he's going to be as advertised, it looks like. All right, you have Johnson and Kenny G on here. So Carry On and Kenny on a dual relic numbered to 49 for the Lions. Next up, the Tennessee Titans and Corey Davis. Autograph, pair of relics, numbered to 30. And that's an example of one that is numbered to 100. We will see lots of those. Lots and lots and lots of them. To 100 again. That was Damian Harris. And then a lot of the base rookies that don't have a color attached to them are to 199. I think I told you that already, but on the off chance that I didn't, that's the deal. Deontay Johnson, Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 299. Nice looking relics. Tiny little signature, but he did play actually okay, reasonably, for the Steelers, all things considered. Numbered 210. The Dallas Cowboys have a little Tristan Hill headed your way. And we should probably set him out in case we want to recap him. Maybe I'll set him out. The Broncos, Courtland Sutton. Numbered to 99. I have to say, Joe Flacco looked a little bit better than I thought he would look. But, the Raiders still, beat the crap out of them. But Joe Flacco did look better than I maybe thought he was going to look. So maybe Drew Lock won't be on the field before the year's over. You never know. Gardner Minshew, we know he's on the field. That is numbered to 10. So if he turns out to be the real deal, somebody will be happy there with the Jags. It's numbered to 75 for the Colts. And the boys, Michael Gallup. Dallas Cowboys, a bunch of relics numbered to 10. Seems to be our lucky number tonight. Here is another Deontay Johnson for the Steelers. Signature numbered to 30. I see his signature's bigger on that sticker. Yeah, well, who knows. It's to 75 for the 49ers. To 50, that's the Rams. Aaron Donald. It's to 199. Another Steeler. Wow, Panini is not doing a good job randomizing their hits. Not only is another Steeler, it's another Deontay Johnson. This is the third one, and we're not even out of the first inner case yet. That is numbered to 249. Good for the Steelers, but shame on Panini to 100. They need to do better than that. So does Topps. They both do that same thing. Makes me kind of crazy, to be honest. Nelson Aguilar. Eagles to 99. This guy's been cut. I don't know if I forget. He's moved to another team now, I think, after he got cut. Obviously, he's going to the Bills here. Bills is what is on the card. But I'm just, saying he's been cut. It's to 100. I think he signed somewhere else. Maybe Giants practice squad or something. That was to 100 for the Giants with Julian Love. But again, it goes to the Bills because that's what's on the card. I'm just talking about the fact that he's been cut. Oh, Jason said it was the Texans. Okay, I don't know. I get them. I can't remember where everybody's landed. I don't have my little notes next to me to tell me either on the ones I can't remember. I just remembered he was cut. Slayton and Shepard to 199. Yeah, I did kind of think, that's the Giants. I did kind of think that he had gone somewhere else, though. I didn't remember him going to the Texans. I really thought he was Giants practice squad, so I must have him mixed up with a whole other player then. We have a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, Sean Murphy Bunting, numbered to 75. And that is numbered to 50 for the Browns, who also did not look good over the weekend. Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. They kind of self-destructed as well. Numbered to 75, that's Bruce Smith for the Bills. A little bit of you can kind of see there's a minor imperfection down there on that bottom corner. I can mainly just tell because of the way the light bounces off of it. And truthfully, several of these hollow foils will be like that. That was to 199, that one to 100. And a redemption, which we'll set right up here in housekeeping face down. We'll flip it over at the very end of the break and find out who is on the other side of it and what it is numbered to. The Panthers, Will Greer and Cam Newton. Dual relics to 199. Another Pittsburgh Steeler. Different player, at least. Devin Bush. I am still kind of excited about that guy, though. Numbered to 75 for Pittsburgh. And then a numbered card for the Eagles to 100. How about Deshaun Jackson getting back home? Looked pretty good, too, huh? This is numbered to 25. It is Nick Bosa for the 49ers. To 199. The Vikings and Alexander Madison. And it is numbered to 99. And we have ourselves another little David Sills. That one to 75. Numbered to 50, it is a red zone Deandre Hopkins for the Texans. And this fine fellow here to 199. And another redemption, so a pair of them now hanging out up there in housekeeping. And numbered to 75, you have a DK Metcalf. Seahawks. Well, imagine that. The Steelers and Deontay Johnson again. This is a War Room relic, and those are pretty much all numbered to 130 as far as I know. This guy for the Lions, I can't pronounce his name properly. Tavaya. Anyway, it's to 25, and it's the Lions, and he's a rookie, so maybe he'll be good. To 100, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know anything about that kid at all. Really, like at all. Obviously, including how to pronounce his name. The 49ers with a War Room relic for Deebo Samuel. It will again, well, right as I say, they're almost always numbered to 130. We get one numbered to 49, which hardly ever happens. But it's good that it did because it's a better relic. Nice little two-color job there. Miles Boykin for the Ravens, who did have a good game Sunday. Numbered to 30, the Ravens as a whole, I mean. Numbered to 50, that is James Conner, Pittsburgh Steelers. So at least somebody in the AFC North played well. A War Room Miles Sanders. Philadelphia Eagles, numbered to 130. We have some iconic ink here. This is Leon Lett for the boys. Cowboys are in business. Numbered to 99. And here you have Riley Ridley for the Bears to 75. So this is the last pack out of the first inner case. We still have another 6-box inner to go. That's numbered to 100 for the Bears, to 199 for the Steelers. The Giants are about to be happy with the rookie quarterback Daniel Jones. So there you go, Giants. That's numbered to 99. Trio of relics and your signature on there. Numbered to 50. Josh Norman and the Redskins. Now let's get the other 6-box bumped out of the way for just one hot second. I'm going to lay those there while I get these others out. And we'll put them back up there where they should be in a moment. Well, if I could hit the center line, that'd be helpful, which I did not do. It's all right. We'll eventually get in there. One way or another. Fight my way in there. right. Same as before. I'm going to get all of our packs out, and then we'll start opening the packs. So you've got probably 4 or 5 minutes here where we'll be just getting product out of boxes. Isn't that exciting? Yes, I know. That's what you tune in for, right? To watch just all the packaging being opened. I know. I wish there was a better way to do it. Like an I Dream of Jeannie kind of way, you know? Just fold my arms and blink my eyes and bam. It's all out. Or Bewitched, because, you know, really Samantha did it with less movement. You know, think about it. Jeannie had to do the whole arm cross and then, you know, the blinking with the head nod all combined. Whereas Samantha, wow, all she had to do was wiggle her nose. Far more efficient, wouldn't you say? Some of you are probably not even old enough to know what I'm talking about. Probably some of you going, what is I Dream of Jeannie? What is Bewitched? Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so they're older television shows. And if you're not of a certain age, you probably don't know what they are. If you really think about it, though, Larry Hagman had 2 just kind of iconic television roles. Because he was JR on Dallas, and he was, you know, the master on I Dream of Jeannie. So if you really think about it, that's pretty incredible that he had two roles in that era. Well, one was more 70s, I guess. One was more 80s, probably. But anyway, pretty good luck on his part. Oh, Jason remembers them. He says they went on right before Mr. Ed. You know, I never watched Mr. Ed. I don't even really remember Mr. Ed too much, but I do remember, of course, I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched. I don't know if I watched them in reruns or if I watched them first run. I don't know. I just remember watching a lot of them. But I never did watch Mr. Ed, so... Used to be fun to watch all that stuff on Nick at Night. They would put on, you know, like the Andy Griffith Show and that type stuff. Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Brady Bunch era, all that. Not maybe all those shows specifically, but shows of that era. Now most of the Nick at Night is newer stuff. Old still, but newer than that. I've never been one to go back and watch historical sporting events. Occasionally, I might go back and watch a particularly good horse race, you know, like a Secretariat winning the Triple Crown kind of deal. But for the most part, once I've seen it, I don't, you know, seen it when it happens, I don't ever care about watching it again later. Now, I do know people who will go back and, like, watch Super Bowl games that were particularly good over again, and championship games and whatnot. I don't know. I've just never fallen into that category. Seems if once I know what the outcome is, I don't care that much to see it the second time, I guess, is the deal. But let's open this one first. It's nice and thick. So it looks interesting because it's nice and thick. So we'll just open it first. Sometimes I'm mean and I wait till the end for those, but tonight I'm going to open them first. But I'm going to get these back up here in their little housekeeping spot to get them out of the line of fire now that we're ready to go. We have ourselves Michael Thomas for the Saints. And that's a very, very thick card, and it's numbered to 99. So, I mean, it does have some cool relics on it, but I was kind of hoping it would be signed, but it is not signed. It's still cool. Deandre Hopkins, Texans, numbered to 25. Deandre looked pretty good. Numbered to 75. Texans in general, I thought, played well. I'm super shocked that they ended up losing that game right there at the end on that field goal kick. I wasn't really expecting them to lose. To 75, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Ravens. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mike Evans. Pair of relics, numbered to 25. The first Green Bay Packer. Look at that, Jason. The mojo is repaying you for being kind enough to pick up the unpaid team there. And you get, who is that? Dexter Williams, numbered to 75. The little Dexter Williams headed your way for the Packers. That is numbered to 75 for the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Nelson Aguilar. Team Tandem Relics to 199, Rodney Anderson, Cincinnati Bengals. Rodney is numbered to 75, and then numbered to 50, it is Chandler Jones in the Arizona Cardinals. Numbered to 50, that is DK Metcalf, Seattle Seahawks. Introduction says the card set on it. I see another redemption upon us. That is numbered to 199 for the Cardinals. Behind it, we may as well go ahead and get that out of the way. That's numbered to 100 for the Broncos with Joe Flacco. And a third redemption setting up here along with our rewards points. So we're going to have a lot of housekeeping to do at the end of the night, aren't we? Just all kinds of it. Drew Brees Canton Collection Relic, number 2, 199. The Eagles, Miles Sanders, number 225. Nice. And then a Raven to 75. Red Zone to 50, Texans. And that is numbered to 199 for, who was that? For the Falcons? Yeah, Falcons. Seahawks, DK Metcalf. Seattle to 99. You know, they apparently tried to get Antonio Brown. It's to 100 for the Chiefs after the implosion there in Oakland in that short little, 5 hours where somebody thought he might be available. Apparently the Seahawks inquired. But I think that was his plan all along. I mean, I talked about that a little bit last night. I think that's the plan from maybe not right the first day he got to Oakland, but certainly farther into it. I think that's exactly what he wanted to do, was to force his way out once again. It's to 199 and the Rams, so he could go to the Patriots. That's where he wanted to go to begin with, but the Steelers wouldn't trade him there. That is 400 points for somebody. It's going to go up there in our housekeeping area as well. This one looks like it's got a little something going on down there in that lower right corner. Again, just based on the way the light is reflecting from it. It is numbered to 10, Jalen Hurd and the 49ers. But I mean, you know what? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't try to do that. But it seems awfully convenient, doesn't it? They acted so outrageously in such a short period of time up there. And then that the deal was signed so quickly with New England. Like, if you didn't know better, wouldn't you think that deal was already made before he actually got released? Makes you wonder. To 75, Denver Broncos. The Patriots, Stidham and Damian Harris to 49. And the Patriots again, Damian Harris. That is numbered to 30. And then to 50, we have Rock Ya-Sin. Haven't seen him in a while out of a product for the Colts. Whatever happened to him? Did he get cut? Like, I haven't heard anything about him in a good long while. It would lead me to believe he might have gotten cut. Uh-oh, Cody says there's more news on Antonio today. What's the news now? Surely to goodness that idiot hadn't had time to do something else. Numbered to 10 as team trios for the Browns, Chubb, Mayfield, and Beckham. And that's to 199. I shouldn't call him an idiot. First of all, that's not nice. But secondly, if he really did plot and plan all that out that far in advance, that would make him really actually quite the opposite. He'd be pretty much a genius. It's to 25, Travis Homer for the Seahawks. And our Lions. TJ Hawkinson, who had a very nice game. Numbered to 99. So if you got the Lions, you got to be excited about him at least. And you got to figure Matt Patricia is not going to last there unless they have a big turnaround. Jason said he's playing bad news. Google it. What? Well, what happened? I can't Google it. I'm in the middle of this break. So you have to tell me what happened. Can somebody just say what happened? No? Yes? Is it too bad to... Oh, boy. Good Lord. Okay. That J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Nelson Aguilar to 199 Eagles. Okay. Well, that is interesting. Rock Ya-Sin is playing. Okay, so he didn't get cut. Wonder why I just hadn't heard about it then. And then Jason and Cody said that Antonio has some rape charges hit from the Me Too movement related. Oh, boy. Byron Murphy to 75 for the Arizona Cardinals. And that's numbered to 100 for the 49ers. Good grief. Oh, you said allegations. Well, oh, okay. So he hasn't actually been charged by the police or anything. Someone is alleging that it happened. I gotcha. Okay. Zach Ertz, Philadelphia Eagles, numbered to 99. See what happens when I don't watch the news for what, like a half a day? Man. This is the Giants, and you have Julian Love headed your way, numbered to 75. Numbered to 50, Von Miller and the Broncos. Well, I don't think it will, honestly, I don't think it will matter unless he really, if he gets charged, it might matter. But if they're only allegations, I don't think the NFL will really do anything to him, nor will the Patriots. I mean, good grief. The owner of the Patriots got caught up in a prostitution sting, and the guy's like 100. And that didn't happen that long ago. That's to 100, the Falcons, with Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, and Freeman on there. So, yeah, I don't think their owner's probably concerned about that. It's to 199. Keelan Doss, who, that's the bright side. Keelan Doss, who I liked anyway, got cut, of course. They kept Antonio. They cut Keelan. Keelan had gone to the practice squad with the Jags, and then the Raiders brought him back, of course. So he's now signed officially to the roster with the Raiders. So I am happy about that outcome anyway. It's numbered to 100, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And the Raiders, speaking of, Hunter Renfrow to 99. And all you guys that have been talking about Josh Jacobs, I hear you. He's the real deal. Joe Mama wrote in there that Antonio Brown was caught giving massages to Robert Kraft. Oh, that's pretty good, man. I like that. That's awesome. This is numbered to 100 for the Eagles. Behind it, we have Mitchell for the Vikings. And our autograph is numbered to 100. And we have a War Room relic, Noah Fant and the Broncos to 130. Joe Mama, that's funny. I like that. Although I guess, really technically, obviously, none of it is funny, including Robert Kraft and his whole thing. But the joke is funny. I'm trying to not have anybody later come back and, blow my hair back over saying that I think it's funny. It's the joke I think is funny, not what happened or allegedly happened. To 199 for the 49ers, Richard Sherman, Nick Bosa, Team Tandem Relic. The Cardinals, Andy Isabella. And that is numbered to 25. And to 75, TJ Hawkinson, the Lions. Jason says we should be coming up on a kaboom. I know we haven't seen one yet, have we? We have not. A red zone numbered to 75 for the Rams. And then we have this guy to 199 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this guy for the Bills. Devin Singletary, numbered to 299. And that's numbered to 75, Kansas City Chiefs. Although I want to say, didn't we open another case where we didn't have a kaboom? Or am I thinking of, we opened something where instead of getting what we thought we were going to get, we got a 1 of 1. That might have been unparalleled, though. I don't know. We've opened a lot of stuff recently. TJ Hawkinson to 100, Lions. And here is Darius Slayton, numbered to 99 for the Giants. The Vikings, Irv Smith Jr. to 199. I think I opened this pack backwards, obviously. Lamar Jackson, red zone to 100. And a little Leonard for the Colts as our base card. It was an unparalleled. Okay. Yes, I knew there was something recently where we didn't get something we thought we were going to get, but we got a 1 of 1 instead. This is numbered to 100. We got a bad corner there, lower left. That is Calvin Johnson, Lions, little throwback there. 49ers, Bosa and Sherman again. More team tandem relics. That one, though, is to 49, so lower numbered. Another redemption. Ay, ay, ay. 4 redemptions and 2 rewards points up there at the moment. Numbered to 25, you have one headed to Carolina. Luke Kuechly. Keckley. I say it wrong always. So if Kaboom's not in here, then we're not getting it. So we better hope it's in here, hadn't we? There it is. Sure enough. And look who it is. 49ers. Get the case hit with your rookie Nick Bosa. Nice. If you've got the 49ers, that's making you happy. And look at that. It held out for last box mojo. So I'm kind of impressed by the fact that it actually held out until the last box. Who would have figured? Kenny G, the Lions. And it is numbered to 99. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jamel Dean to 100. And there is Big Mohurst for the Raiders to 75. So now we've got a little housekeeping and things to take a look at, which is going to be 4 redemptions up there. I know, right? A lot. So many. Then we've got the points cards to give away. Then we will, so first we're going to flip the redemptions, go to the Panini website, get them all happily verified. Then we're going to give away the 2 rewards points using random.org. Then we're going to recap our giant stack O hits here. There's a lot of them. All right, first up is A.J. Brown, Rookie Premier Materials Autos. A.J. Brown is a Titan. But of course, we will go check it out and put it up on the screen from the Panini website. Next up, Carson Wentz. Oh, Eagles. Look at you go. Tools of the Trade Materials Double Autos. Carson Wentz for the Eagles. I'm liking that. That's one of the reasons we got all those rewards points. Yeah, because of that big expensive hit in there. Paris Campbell and the Colts, Rookie Premier Material Autos. And again, we'll, check out all the teams on the website for sure. So you don't have to take my word for it. David Montgomery, Rookie Material Auto Jumbo. And that's going to be the Bears. I like that Carson Wentz, though. Very cool stuff there. Meanwhile, I just kind of bounced the tripod, didn't I? Did I give you motion sickness? I kind of did, probably. Sorry about that. Let me get us over here to the right page. I'm going to bring you with me, and we're going to look some of this stuff up. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. That's all right. I can get back there. We just have to buzz through our little drop-down menu here for a hot second until we get it all ready to go. All right, our first card set, let's go ahead and get the David Montgomery out of the way. That is Rookie Premier Materials Autos Jumbo. All right, a mouthful. Rookie Premier Material Auto Jumbo. He is card number 210. So there's David Montgomery, Bears as we expected, and we see it's going to be numbered to 99. So I'm just going to add that, and that one is all settled up. Next, let's go take a look at Rookie Premier Material Autos that doesn't say Jumbo, because we have 2 of those. So let's go pull those up. We'll take a look at A.J. Brown, card number 201, right there at the top. That is the Titans, as we expected. It's going to be numbered to 199. Then we're looking next for Paris Campbell, card number 234. And he is, where is he? The Colts to 199. So pretty much exactly what we expected there as well. Last but surely not least, our Carson Wentz. Tools of the Trade Materials Double Autos. All right, so go find that. What did I say it was? Materials, double autos. Good grief. It's like such a long thing. All right. Carson is card number 7, and it is numbered to 49. Actually, I thought it would have been numbered lower than that. That's still very nice, but I kind of thought it would be a little bit lower even. So we're going to now take care of these 2 rewards points. So we have a 600-point card and a 400-point card. Here's how it's going to roll. As you see, I am copying all of our team names here from the spreadsheet. And we're going to buzz over here to random and drop them in by way of using paste. I'll scroll through everything so that you can see all the teams are in here. Everything got copied and pasted correctly. I'm going to hit random one single time because we have 10 or more items in our list. Whoever comes up in the number one bidding spot after, or not bidding spot, in the number one spot after I hit randomize will get the 600 points. Whoever is in the number two spot is going to get the 400 points. So good luck, everyone. Here we go. That is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking home 600 points. And let me get it labeled up so I do not forget. And then our 400 points is headed to the Browns, the Cleveland Browns. All right, we are now ready to do a little recap action here. So we'll take a quick buzz through some of these because they're lower numbered. That's to 25 for the Panthers, 25 for the Seahawks, to 10 for the Browns, to 10 for the 49ers, to 25 for the 49ers, to 10 for the Cowboys, and to 25 for the Jets. Of course, there's plenty of other numbered stuff too. Again, just had set aside the lower numbered things. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting 600 points by way of random.org, and the Cleveland Browns getting 400 points by way of random.org. Our redemptions, we had David Montgomery for the Bears to 99, Carson Wentz for the Eagles to 49, Paris Campbell for the Colts to 199, and A.J. Brown for the Titans to 199. Our Kaboom master case hit is Nick Bosa for the 49ers, which is a nice little hit. Quite nice, as a matter of fact. Now on to the giant stack of hits. So we have the Giants and the Bills, the 49ers, the Eagles, Cardinals, and Eagles, followed by the Lions, the Patriots, Lions again, Rams, Seattle Seahawks, Eagles, Saints, Bengals, Eagles, and Green Bay Packers. And then we had this Mike Evans for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers, followed by the Lions, the 49ers, Cardinals, Broncos, Vikings, Raiders, Giants, and Patriots. The Giants, the Cowboys, Eagles, Ravens, Panthers, Buccaneers, Eagles, Steelers, Broncos, Titans, Steelers, Ravens, Vikings, and the Jets. The Texans, the Saints, 49ers, Steelers, followed by the Vikings and the Steelers, the Giants, the Bills, and the Steelers. There were a lot of Steelers in the first 6-box case. Like, I don't know if there were any in the second. Again, Panini and their bad sorting. That's the Cowboys. The Jags, you only hit the one, but it's a pretty good one. It's Gardner Minshew to 10, who, for the moment, is the starting quarterback there. Steelers and Lions. Sorry, don't know why I said Giants. Lions. All right, so kids, let's go back and take another look here at our spreadsheet information. For those of you who missed it earlier, we're going to take another little peek at when you can expect your stuff to ship and all that sort of thing. Let me get us on the right page. So I'm expecting this to be out the door approximately Saturday. As always, if I can get something out sooner than the date that you see posted, I will. If something unexpected gets a wrench thrown into my day, if you will, it could always be a day later. But as it stands right now, I would expect that it'll be on the way Saturday. I believe every team will have pulled cards in here, but on the off chance that if your team didn't, as in you didn't even get a base card, you will still get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it, okay? So that's the way it works when you have a paid shipping break with me, anyway. So coming up in the days ahead, tomorrow night, no new releases tomorrow night for the first time in ages. We are going to stick with our 8:30 Eastern start time, though, which we typically have on Wednesdays. And instead of breaking new releases, we're going to break a half case of Gold Standard Football and a full case of Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball. On Thursday, we're going to break a full case of Optic Baseball. Friday, we do have a new release. That would be Spectra Football. We'll also start at 8:30 Eastern on Friday night, break a full case of Spectra and the back half of a case of Archives Baseball. Saturday night will be an off night. And Sunday night, we're going to again start at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. There we will open a case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, Series 2 of those, which actually comes out tomorrow, I think. And then we're going to open 12 more of Absolute Football. It is 2 sealed inner cases, but they are individually sealed inner cases. They are not from a sealed master case. So I'm telling you that here. It's also in the listing description, but I know not everybody reads everything, but all the info's in there too. And that, I guess, has got us covered for tonight. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending part of your Tuesday evening with me. If I do not see you again tomorrow night, hopefully I will see you again sometime soon. In the meanwhile, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will be back at it tomorrow. So until then, bye now.